Queens women's basketball coach Sarah Jansen is here with us courtside as the Royals suffer a setback at the hands of the Catawba Indians. 73-44, the final score, Coach. I didn't think if it played as wide as the final margin would indicate. For the most part, especially in the first half, it was a 1 to 2 possession game. How do you feel overall about your team's performance tonight?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that different ways that you can look at it. I like to think about the fact that we have the play of our freshmen. We're young, we're inexperienced. Our two junior college kids, Kiara and Lottie, they haven't played at this level yet. We're learning a new system, still trying to figure out each other, searching for our identity. And I think there were a couple possessions there, even going into halftime, where they hit back-to-back threes. And that crushes you when we don't shoot a whole lot of threes like that. Other teams have shot a lot of threes, back-to-back threes. I mean, that's 6 points. That takes us 3 possessions to at least to be able to balance that out. Thought we did some things well, some things not well. To me, it looked like it was an unexperienced team against a very experienced, very poised. They knocked us back on our heels a bit, I felt like. But, I mean, a lot of things that we could take and learn from it.
It's a Catawba team that I think some feel going into the year could make some noise in the league, given the fact that it's a veteran team that returns almost everyone from a team that almost played in the South Atlantic Conference Championship game last year. 6 seniors to be exact. As far as your veterans are concerned, again, Kiara Levi, not a veteran, but a junior college transfer. You inserted her into the starting lineup for the first time tonight. What do you think about her performance tonight, but overall what you've seen the last couple of weeks to allow her to get that?
Yeah, Kiara is she's one of those kids that you want on your team. You don't want to have to play against her. She's feisty. She's got a little bit of an edge to her. She's aggressive, and she can potentially be the glue that kind of brings everything together. She could shoot it from the perimeter, which is good. She's kind of gives us another ball handler out there. I think that she does a lot of things and is really over the last 2 weeks really bought into what we're trying to do. She's very, very stubborn, which it takes one to know one. I'm a stubborn person, so I can appreciate that about her. And I think that she can really bring a lot to the team in terms of the competitive. She does have some experience. She's international, so she's played at a higher level than most Americans have when they were coming up. So excited about her growth, especially over the last, really over the last week or so, week to 10 days.
Terry Rogers is one of the best players in the league for Catawba. She was averaging 26 points per game, I believe it was, coming in, yet she didn't qualify for the league statistics because she hadn't played in enough of her team's competition. You had highlighted that matchup this week going into the game. She finishes with 18 points and 6 rebounds, led all scorers. I felt as if in the middle of the game, you kind of transitioned a bit what you were doing defensively, tried to bottle her up. You switched a couple of parts covering her, at one point doubling her in the post. Overall, was that what hurt you tonight? Was it Terry Rogers or was it something else?
And this is not to take anything away from Catawba or Terry Rogers. I think Terry Rogers, her and Marchenko are probably over at Wingate are probably the top inside players in the league, and then you got Meg Essex at Newberry, so she's definitely one of the top players in the league. I think that she's one of those kids that's going to score really no matter what you do. We did a decent job keeping her off the offensive board, so she only had 1. She's going to find ways to score. To me, it was all the pieces that went around. There's not a whole lot of other double figures, but there's a lot of 5s and 4s and 6s, and all that adds up very quickly. Her presence down there it caused us to react down there. But she's a kid that, she finds ways to impact the game, whether it's running the rim in transition, getting an easy basket that way. But I also think that, she scored 18 points, but only played 24 minutes. So if she'd played more, I think you would have seen those probably minutes go up a little bit. But I did you got to be able to have length against her, and then having Herney and Lauren out there defensively against her. I think that impacts her ability to score those easy layups.
She led her team, followed close behind by Serena Brown, who scored 17 on 7 of 10 shooting, including 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Off to Tusculum on Saturday. One quick thought on the Pioneers. That's should be a tightly contested affair.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a good one. They're playing really hard. They do a lot of things defensively to try to speed us up. So we're going to have to go in there and be really poised and try to really control the tempo as much as possible.
All right, Sarah. Thanks for stopping down.
Appreciate it.
And good luck on Saturday.
Thanks, Phil.